wheels down, I suspect. Oh, he's upside down. Ah, that's a good start. So if he had his wheels extended, they'd be up, but he hasn't. Meteors originally made by Gloucester Aviation, safe and polished flying display at the RAF Cosford show. I would think possibly that could be in the running for that. We shall see. So, this being the second standby crew, slightly confusingly they call it the first crew, they could be called away at any time. Luckily for us, they haven't been. But anyway, the big yellow budget, you just want to give it a big hug. Expression of the daily work of the men and women of 22. So let's wish them all the very impression as she comes towards us of how high those engines are above where the pilots are sitting in the cockpit. They don't talk about landings, they talk about alightings, because that covers either land or water. They're quite difficult with this aircraft. It doesn't have any flaps. The sort of slow-speed handling things that almost all other aircraft do have. However, there were some comfortable things about it. For their long 14-hour flights, the crews had bunks and a galley in there. The early versions of the airplane pretty much like the big airliner that you fly halfway around the world in, because that's what it is, an Airbus A330 with the upswept wingtips that have become so common these days. Refueling units under the wings there. They're actually in the place where the third and fourth engines would be on an A340. And there's full power coming on the two big Rolls-Royce Trent engines, 72,000 pounds of thrust each. But listen to how quiet they are compared to the normal military jets. And that, I'm afraid, is all we're going to see.
He then pushes forward on the stick, up to negative 3G. Any pilots among you will realise how uncomfortable Andy is during that manoeuvre. These aerobatics are a vital skill for military pilots. For example, the slow roll Andy is performing now requires him to expertly operate the ailerons, the elevators and rudder to keep them going straight and level. Andy is now repositioning himself for the first of 2 low passes at 100 feet. On this first pass, he'll be accelerating the aircraft as fast as he can get it, wings level.
Wing there. The cockpit lady. Smashing stuff. And before the aircraft lands, they will climb back into the front cockpit, with the pilot sitting in the rear cockpit. They've had a very busy winter, the Breitling wing walkers. They went to Dubai in December, the United Arab Emirates. And typhoons here.
As you now welcome the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team for 2015. It's the Red Arrows! Now, hold in the place. Now, tight. In the left-hand turn you hear Red 1 call the pilots into 9 arrow formation. The aircraft will now close to around 6 feet away from each other as they form one big red arrow in the sky. Leading the team this year is Red 1 squadron leader David Montenegro. It's his first year as the team's leader. He is a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 air defense pilot. He spent 3 years with the Red Arrows previously from 2009 to 2011, including leading the synchro pair. Now in from the left, this is 9 Arrow. Reds 8 and 9, you're right, get your cameras ready. This is a very special moment. You can see 2 Hurricanes and 2 Spitfires of the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight in formation with the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. Now I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the fantastic sound of these engines in formation. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a special treat for you as part of the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain celebrations, the mixed formation with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight and the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's been a pleasure talking to you this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching and for listening. If you'd like to meet the pilots from the Red Arrows, they will be coming back here to the Cosford Airshow. We have 3 Red Arrows.
Spitfire. And I think with the undercarriage down, but very soon to speed up, from the Swiss Air Force, from Fliegerstaffel 17 at Payerne, the FA-18C Hornet. Exciting dates already lined up. See, she can whisper by when she's not making lots of noise. Well, Bill Ramsey has done a slightly...
4 extra 300 stunt aircraft from the Blades aerobatic team flying alongside a Boeing 727. They're about 20 feet apart on either side of the wing there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2XL Aviation Fleet. It's part of our fleet of aircraft. As I said, we have the Blades aerobatic team. The 727 you can see is operated by 2XL under the partnership of T2 Aviation. To fly. Travelling at 270 knots there as it completes its final part of the afternoon. Our most photographed manoeuvres. We get tons of pictures of this one throughout the display season. Got blade 4 upside down. Everybody else is doing what we call putting in a 3 full of rudder. They're going to hold up. Do crazy flying. Flying in the blade 2 position this afternoon, we have Andy Offer. Andy is one of the directors.
Captain today, Flight Lieutenant Seth Davey, was the man who was flying the Lancaster when its engine caught fire. He and his crew managed to get that airplane down safely. They got the fire out, they got everybody out of the airplane, nobody was injured, the airplane was in one piece, and it will be flying again probably later this year. So a big hero flying this DC-3 for us today. Flight Lieutenant Seth Davey, he saved the Lancaster. I asked him, had that not been a rather tense moment? He said, yes, you could say that. He said, when we got it on the ground, we all got out of the airplane, and then we all had a big hug. It can do, and then it gets airborne going backwards. Must be a lot of stuff coming in through the back doors, I suppose, while you're doing that. to do with, it's a theoretical maximum for a helicopter to do with the wind.
For the final vertical manoeuvre, both aircraft will fly a 360-degree wing over as they approach towards the centre of the airfield. This truly shows off the agility of the Apache, even loaded at its operational weight. If you'd like to see the Apache close up, learn more about the aircraft and meet some of our team, come and see the Apache static display at the Army Air Corps recruiting stand over to the far right of the airfield. Make sure you keep your cameras ready. We have one more. As they approach back to the hover, you have Captain Tim Trainer and Sergeant Lutz to your left, and one officer close to the back, to your right. Please put your hands together for 2015 Would you like to thank the veterans, the expertise of making pilot training possible? We'd also like to thank our Cosford
75 years. Here they are, the Triton and the Spitfire. Well, an absolutely different shape to that of the Spitfire, pulling the two aircraft round into a hard left-hand turn. So Flight Lieutenant Ben Westerby Brooks of 29 Squadron is the man in the Typhoon. It's a shame they haven't got their camouflage Typhoon. It's in the colours of a Hurricane flown by Flight Lieutenant James Nicholson, who was the only VC in that. Now, when they come back towards us this time, we should get a break, so you might want to have your camera ready to get a picture of these two aircraft splitting as they come back towards us. The voice of this is the voice of Anthony. But this, I think, is going to be a very spectacular end.